As biologists, as scientists, we like to think we know what we're talking about, but sometimes we're completely wrong. There's this body part, and for centuries, scientists have called it rudimentary, vestigial, non-functional. We've assumed that this thing has no importance whatsoever. But a new analysis shows that this body part may be the key innovation that gave rodents the ability to take over the world. And what is it? Maybe I'll play the music first and then I'll tell you. Okay, you've waited long enough. It is the thumbnail. Look at this picture. This is the hand of a rat from Madagascar, and you can see that most of the fingers have claws just like you'd expect, but the thumb has this creepy nail on it that almost looks like a human's thumbnail. Now, if you look across rodents, some rodents don't have that thumbnail. They have a normal claw like you would expect. Some rodents don't have a claw at all. And so what people have assumed is that, well, you've either got a functional claw or you've got this thumbnail, which is kind of on the way to disappearing, or it's gone altogether because it probably doesn't do anything. But some researchers were looking at footage of how rodents eat, things like squirrels and mice. And what they found is that when they're handling their food, they're using that thumbnail to manipulate it. And that was the clue that they needed to do a more in-depth analysis. So my favorite paper this week is that analysis. It's published in the journal Science, which is a very prestigious journal. And for the analysis, they looked across as many different rodents as they could. They looked at 433 different kinds of rodents out of about 522 genera of rodents. There are like 2,200 species of rodents. They make up 1/3 of all the mammals on the earth today. They are, without a doubt, the most successful group of mammals alive. And it's always been a big question, what was their lucky break? And the argument in this paper is that it's that thumbnail. When they look across all those different rodents, 83% of them have a thumbnail instead of a claw. And not only that, it looks like from the phylogeny that that's the ancestral state, that the mother of all rodents had a thumbnail. And yeah, there are some groups today that don't have the thumbnail, like capybaras, the biggest rodents of all, but the thing that gave rodents the ability to diversify in the first place, the key innovation, according to this paper, was that thumbnail. It reminds me of the story of bats, right? The key innovation for bats was their hand as well. The fact that they turned their hands into wings gave them the ability to take over the skies, but they're not as successful as the rodents. There aren't as many species of bats as there are rodents. And it's pretty amazing that the thumb that people thought was the vestigial useless one turns out to have been a better innovation, in a way, than the wing of a bat. It's pretty surprising. Anyway, that's why it's my favorite science paper this week. I've got 4 others to tell you about. The only way to get those is to sign up for my newsletter. It's called The Bat Signal. It's free. It comes out once a week. It's so good. Just go to followthebatsignal.com and sign up.